All right. Bethany, is it okay to switch back and forth between a mini potty and putting the child on the toilet with a toilet seat reducer? Right now we use whatever's closer, but I'm wondering if I should just stick to a specific one when possible. The baby's 9 months old. 9 months is almost Branson's age. He's 8 months. I use all sorts of different potties, and when I get resistance on one and I know he needs to go, like in the middle of the night when I'm nursing him and he starts to push down, then I try all of the resources, in arms, then the mini potty, then the toilet seat reducer, whatever works. So for you, Bethany, if you've got one, you're welcome, Elisa. Thanks for asking it. Got upvoted 12 votes. That was probably a pretty common question. All right, so Bethany, back to you. It's not confusing for them. Whatever's closest is great. It actually physically makes sense. If you start to get any kind of resistance, then stick with the one that works the best. And then know that over the course of developing, pulling up, creeping, walking, all that stuff, your baby is going to prefer a different potty based on whatever developmental stage. Eventually, you will probably not want to dump big old 14-month-old poops in the toilet. So at that point, you might decide to use this toilet seat reducer because it'll also keep the child on there longer. So it won't confuse. Rie, I want to say, or Ria? Rye. You're welcome, Bethany. My son has just turned a year old, been e-seeing since he was 7 months, refused to go on a mini potty earlier, so we've been sitting on the toilet together when he needs to go for several months now. I wish we would have alternated between a mini potty and toilet seat because he still doesn't like to sit on a mini potty. Yeah, so that's a good point, Bethany. It will help him, help her, I'm not sure. It'll help your baby to be comfortable with lots of different receptacles, which is good. It'll be versatile for you. I think it will take longer for him to have potty independence if he goes only on the toilet. Is that correct? Well, for Rie's question that tags onto Bethany's, I would say, yeah, it'll be hard in what, I don't think so. I mean, you're going to have to help him. He's not going to be able to manipulate his own clothing for quite a while, too. Usually boys' manipulation of clothing is a little bit harder than girls. From what I've noticed, I could be wrong about all kids, but there's going to be a lot of different parts that you're going to have to support more throughout time. So I don't think it's going to delay it. If your child sits on a mini potty and doesn't like to sit on it, you might want to use a potty cozy, which Janae, Naturally Diaper Free, she has an Etsy shop. She makes potty cozies for almost every potty. GoDiaperFree.com/naturally will get you to her Etsy shop. Put that in there because then I can control the link and I don't have to remember her long Etsy link. That's Janae's shop. Get a potty cozy, see if he likes that. You might want to try a potty that's closer to the ground or higher up or has a back or doesn't and see what he likes. Go to the store, have him sit on a few, see if he likes one. I don't think that it takes them longer. I get what you're saying though, like it's really hard for them to climb up and get on it. Cooper, who is 27 months, just yesterday got onto the toilet. I have a double seat, the reducer that I just got for the upstairs bathroom that just got finished. It's not, it's 99% finished. What it is a smaller seat that flips down on top of the bigger seat. He actually pushed the stool up, got up, sat on it, squished his butt around, got in the middle and peed on it for the first time this morning. So he also has a mini potty, but he doesn't just go and sit on it. He tells me every time, well, not every time, he usually pees a little bit in his training pants, does a little pre-pee so he can keep playing, and then he'll tell me, potty, and he's freaking out. And he's 27 months. He's been out of diapers since 17 months, and he's been poop trained for longer than that. But I've got to say that even though we have put him on the mini potty and the little reducer, he actually now prefers the toilet seat reducer for the toilet for poop. So there's this thing, he doesn't want to poop in the mini potty, he wants to poop on the big toilet. So actually don't think it's going to delay potty independence, Rie, so I wouldn't worry about that. What you want to do is use a tool that works best for both of you and what your situation is right now. If he doesn't like to sit on it, fine. He may never use a mini potty. Then you don't have to dump it. So that's actually in your benefit. But you will need to get I like the big tall stools from IKEA and a good seat reducer like the WePod, which I'll link to here, which is a pretty deep seating one. And we want to encourage the independence of him telling you, not necessarily having to push down his pants and do all that stuff, which Cooper still can't really push down his pants very well at 27 months. Stephanie said we use one of those contraptions that goes over the whole toilet. It's like stairs and a seat reducer in one. So my slightly older than 1-year-old was able to climb and sit. I've seen those and I absolutely agree with you. Those are awesome. Thank you for that. Ria, you might want to look that up on Amazon. There's the all-in-one thing. It has everything you need to get them up there.